Again, this is an additional WebEx session for the market equilibrium topic. My name is Jane Bourke again. And what we're going to look at is we're going to look at a case study that is available from the Office of Health Economics interactive website, which is called the Economics of Healthcare. A site that you will be interested in to access yourself, as there are some very interesting case studies on this website. Also, like to apologise in advance if there's any background noise, as there are some building works going on in the office above my office here today, so it may get a little bit loud at times. So just talk about now is moving on from the some of the examples we looked at previously. I'm going to introduce a healthcare good and discuss how the suppliers of that healthcare good impact on the equilibrium, the market equilibrium, so the price and the quantity, as we spoke about earlier. So basically, how well does our theoretical model of a market explain what has been going on with cosmetic surgery? Okay, so that was published in The Guardian in '93. So at a time when dental surgery was quite new, but regardless of that, there were certain things happening in the market that caused the price of cosmetic surgery to change. We're going to talk through some of those changes and how they would impact on the graph that we've been working on so far. So, the graph, the downward sloping demand curve, and upward sloping supply curve, and at the intersection, the market equilibrium. Okay, so just to read through the article there with you, money where your mouth is. Maggie Smisher in her late 40s, who was just flat out on a £1,400 tooth lift, saw the treatment as an investment. Compared with the cost couple of outfits, it's not that expensive and it lasts much longer. Purchased her cosmetic dentistry firm Dentix on London's King's Road. Dentix opened its first tooth boutique 4 years ago and now has 3 London branches. Customers walk into the shop-fronted surgeries without an appointment and browse through albums of those showing wayward canines tamed into piano keyboards by bleeding, filing down, building with resins or covering with porcelain veneers. Treatment costs around £200. Primary care Elizabeth Wesley regarded the investment as an affordable luxury. I'm not rich and I'm not vain, but at 42 I started to feel I was getting long in the tooth. £1,000 on porcelain veneers instead of a summer holiday, and it's really boosted my confidence. It's been another couple of years and people won't think twice about it. Everybody will be having it done. So this article was in the Guardian in '93. So what we can see from it is that there is a demand for cosmetic dentistry. People are willing and able to pay for it. The article views cosmetic treatment as something which gives utility, satisfaction, and they consciously compare the satisfaction gained with that from other purchases. Okay, you would have come across this concept previously in these topics, I think, the concept of opportunity cost. Okay, in terms of this article, in terms of looking at the theory of market equilibrium and how that can be applied to this particular market as discussed in the article. So we're going to look at how the market is changing over time with some examples. Okay. Okay. So this example is a little bit different to the ones that we've looked at before. In that the previous examples, we just looked at one event that changed either the demand or the supply curve. Okay, we saw how something that happened shifted the demand or supply curve. What the events or the changes to the market that we're going to discuss here, we're going to see two main changes. to the market. And how we look at that in economics is we look one change first, followed by the other. So we don't move the demand and supply curves together. We move them one at a time and talk about those changes as they happen. And to be honest, it makes it less complicated if we take that approach. Okay, so here is a figure that you're well accustomed to at this stage, I hope, but I'll go through it again. Vertical axis, which has prices on it, and our horizontal axis, which has quantity. So we have our downward sloping demand curve, so as prices increase and decreases, and our upward sloping supply curve, which shows that as prices increase, supply quantity supply increases also. Where two curves intersect, we have our market equilibrium, and at the natural state or the stable state that the market automatically tends to. We have an equilibrium price, so if we go from this intersection here and move over to the vertical axis, we can see the price, so this will be the equilibrium price. And then if we move downwards to the quantity axis, we can see that this is the equilibrium quantity. Okay? Okay, so this demand and supply curve refers to the demand for dental cosmetic surgery and the supply of dental cosmetic surgery. Okay, so the first change we're going to look at is that technology has reduced the cost of such treatment. Okay, this would shift the supply curve to or outwards. Okay, so this is the same as before. That's the diagram up, but we just see a shift in the supply curve to the right. Okay, and it seems to be growing then. Why is this? Okay, we'll just talk about the supply curve first of all. Because of a reduction in cost due to changes in technology, probably improvements in technology, supply curve shift outwards. We see a change in demand. Okay, so according to a recent national survey, one in people dislike their appearance, suggesting that they would consider buying this kind of treatment if they could afford it. So consumers are likely to respond to the lower prices brought about by a shift in supply and move down the market demand curve. Okay, so moving from this original equilibrium point to this intersection point here. This sets up a new and quantity at the market equilibrium. So we see a lower price brought about due to the reduced costs due to the changes in technology. We also see an increased market equilibrium, and this is the result of the reduced price and in the supply curve. Okay, and then that could happen around the same time as this would be that a change in it or an increase in consumers' real income. Okay, what happens if we have a change in consumers' real income? Well, these consumers have more money in their pockets, able to purchase more. Okay, so shifts outwards. Okay, and so we see a move from this demand curve, our original demand curve, outwards to the new demand curve. Okay, again we see a new equilibrium point. Okay, this is where the new supply curve, which we saw on the previous graph, intersects with the new demand curve. Okay, see that due to the increased demand, equilibrium price has actually increased again, though not to the same level as it had previously been at. Okay, and we also see that the quantity demand increases again as well. Okay, as a result of consumers having more income and demanding more of the goods. Okay, being able to decide that because they have new income or increased income, that they can purchase, they're more willing to purchase this goods and cosmetic surgery. Suppliers have reacted to the growth of consumer demand in exactly the way our theory predicts. Dentix has expanded its operations by opening more shops and providing more treatments. Okay, reduced costs and extra consumer demand have both led to the allocation of more resources to cosmetic dental treatment. So our model has formed fairly well. Okay, so the purpose of the study is to show you how the framework, the market equilibrium framework, can be used to look at healthcare as well and see how suppliers and buyers respond to changes in the market and how that impacts on the price haircut. Okay, thank you.